Back in January of 2011, I was going through an intersection and my life changed in an instant. Unbeknownst to me, a man had fallen asleep behind the wheel and he T-boned me in that intersection. I sustained severe injuries to the entire right side of my body, but most damaging was a severe concussion, multiple brain bleeds, and vestibular or inner ear injuries. First, I had major organ and bone damage on the right side of my body, so I had all of those injuries to heal from. I had multiple surgeries to my shoulder. My cognition was just really severely damaged, and my brain, or my memory was severely damaged. So I worked with a speech therapist for about 2 years, just helping to build back my executive functions of cognition. The tough part about it, though, is because no one can see your brain, and it's an invisible injury, it's an invisible disability. It can be sometimes easy for people to think you're faking it or think you're over-embellishing. They may just not give the empathy or understanding or compassion that you deserve. When I was going through the paperwork to try to get short-term disability, long-term disability, Social Security disability, there's so much stuff that you had to work through, and it was duplicitous paperwork and duplicitous interviews. And I'm going through all this. At the time, I'm trying to recover from a brain injury. When you have a brain injury, stuff is complicated enough. And I mean, insurance paperwork is complicated without a brain injury, but yet they were just sending so much stuff. Well, then I finally got my long-term disability benefits, finally, and then only to be unexpectedly dropped like a year later. And I was still in rehab, I still wasn't working. How can you drop someone in the middle of their recovery? So we ended up suing them. We ended up suing the insurance company because this was preventing my life from going forward, and I was supposed to get disability benefits during that time. I was paying $600 a month in COBRA. I was trying to pay a mortgage by myself, just trying to put food on the table. In the end, we did win. We won in federal court. We had to go to federal court twice. Both judges backed us and we did win. So I got my benefits back. But I still wanted to do more because I should not have had to go through this. Other people should not have to go through this. It's ridiculous. So I continued to take my story to my state rep and senators to ask for, fairness with insurance companies, because we shouldn't have to go through this when you're a legitimate claimant. So I continued to take my story to the Capitol. And this time when I was able to go back and say how we won, that's when the representatives and senators were like, okay, let's do something. Then that year, we got the law passed, and this law now protects legitimate claimants who provide the evidence that they're disabled. It protects them from not getting unexpectedly dropped or unexpectedly denied in the first place. You don't have to be an expert in politics. You just have to be an expert about your story and what you're going through. Just say what it is you're going through and then have an ask of the politicians. Ask them what you want changed. I guess just to let people know too, keep persevering, keep looking for answers, keep researching options, to get better. And for caretakers or friends of survivors, just to support and listen and believe. My name is Kris Nozal, and I have a brain injury.